Parents trying to convert people to the faith.
I hated it.
Yeah.
I wanted to stay home and watch cartoons, the Smurfs.
It is a church governed exclusively by men. The elders are in charge, and a step below them are the ministerial servants. EJ says one of them, a 26-year-old man, groomed her when she was just 12 years old, befriending her parents and doting on her, taking her out for ice cream, telling her they would be married in the future, but they should practice having sex now.
So then he started to train me on all this stuff. And he would do it in his car. My parents would just let me go anywhere with him. No one questioned anything.
A 3-year grand jury investigation resulted in the indictment of 9 Jehovah's Witnesses statewide, including 65-year-old Mark Brown of Forest Hills, accused of sexually assaulting 2 young girls. Currently in the Allegheny County Jail, he faces a preliminary hearing next month, but so far has not entered a plea. And now sources say the state attorney general is going further, looking at whether the church statewide has systemically covered up sex abuse and kept allegations from law enforcement. EJ says when she was 14, she told her parents, who in turn reported the man to the church elders, who she says conferred with the society, the church headquarters in New York.
And the 3 elders said, "We reached out to the society and they have directed us to let you know we are not going to the police. We are not pursuing any criminal charges because it would be a bad witness for Jehovah."
She says the elders then called her a Jezebel, a biblical reference to a shameless, unrestrained woman, and that she had bought this on herself.
They called me a whore and a seductress, and it was my fault, and I led them on. I think that was the moment where I learned the lesson that I had no value, that I didn't have guilt for doing bad. I just had shame for existing, that no one was ever going to protect me.
For his crime, EJ says her abuser was disfellowshipped, meaning he was temporarily shunned by church members. But she says 2 years later, he was welcomed back into the fold, welcomed even by her parents.
I saw my mom talking to my offender, laughing, smiling, like it was her best friend. And I said, "Mom, why are you talking to him?" And she said, "Well, if Jehovah forgave him, I have to too."
Later, EJ decided to leave the church. Her parents shunned her, and she says their message that she was no good turned her life even further into despair.
I became a drug addict and alcoholic, married, divorced twice.
Right.
Can't keep friends, always angry. It took me till I was 37 years old to realize, oh my goodness, I'm not a harlot, I'm a victim.
Clean and sober now, EJ testified in front of the grand jury about her trauma, where she was asked questions about a church practice called the 2-witness rule, requiring a second eyewitness to verify any molestation or sexual assault before any action can be taken against a predator.
The child tells, no one does anything, there's no witness, go home.
And she hopes her cooperation with the investigation will help spare others. You don't want this to happen to another little girl, a little boy.
Yeah, I want them to know this is not okay and you're not alone. There's a lot of us out here, a lot of us. And just tell somebody, get help. Tell somebody outside of the organization.
In a statement, the governing body of the Jehovah's Witnesses says that 2-witness rule does not apply to criminal matters, and it says that elders in the church comply with all quote-unquote secular laws concerning the reporting of sexual abuse. It goes on to say that, quote, child sexual abuse is an especially repugnant, wicked deed. As Christians, Jehovah's Witnesses despise the mistreatment and abuse of anyone, especially precious children. While it's inappropriate to comment on cases pending before the courts, we want to express our concern for all victims of abuse, regardless of faith. Reporting in the newsroom, Andy Sheehan, KDKA News.
Y'all nasty ass. Now look, if you still haven't claimed your